Hello and welcome to this, my second weekly reflection during this trying time. For those of you who I've never met, my name is Revd Simon Pearce and I am the curate at All Saints Church in Springfield, Chelmsford. As you can see, I am not at All Saints Church recording this reflection this week due to the Archbishop of Canterbury's call to close the doors of the church. So instead you have the pleasure of joining me at home for this week's reflection. Earlier this week, a friend of mine shared something he wrote as he reflected upon our current situation and the restrictions placed upon our lives following the coronavirus outbreak. He said that one book of the Bible that he felt particularly drawn to at this time was the book of Lamentations. This book is a collection of poems that expresses the grief of the nation of Israel after the destruction of Jerusalem by the Babylonian army, causing the Israelites to be thrown out of their homes and into exile in 586 BC. This book is a challenging book to read, especially in this country and the culture we find ourselves living in. It will bring to mind images that, thankfully, very few of us in the UK have had to face and would struggle to comprehend. And although none of us are having to face soldiers rampaging through the streets, committing unspeakable acts, or being at risk of being thrown out of our homes into exile, in fact, at this present time, we are experiencing the exact opposite of being thrown into our homes and into isolation. There are still some themes that I think we can all relate to. Just like the Israelites in the book of Lamentations, we may be questioning where is God in all of this, and why are we suffering as we are at this present time? You may be thinking, where is all of this going to end? How long are we and our loved ones going to be at risk of catching the coronavirus? And when will we be able to return to our normal lives? How long will people be shouting, "Away, unclean, away, away, do not touch," just like it says in Lamentations chapter 4, verse 15? Unfortunately, I do not have the answers to these questions. In fact, I believe I have just as many questions as everyone else, and I too wonder how and when it will all end. But one thing I still have is hope. Hope that no matter how bad it gets, we will be there for each other. Hope that no matter how dark it may seem, the light of Christ will always shine through that darkness. Over the last 10 days or so, the ministry team at All Saints Church have begun to make contact with those that are vulnerable or in self-isolation. We are there to offer them help where we can, or being a friendly ear to listen to. And the thing that has amazed me is the community spirit that is being demonstrated. Virtually every person we have spoken to have said what an amazing support they are receiving from their own family, their friends, neighbours, and even people that they have never had a meaningful conversation with. People are being a living example of Christ's light in these dark times, being there for people that are in need and helping any way they can with loving service. This fills me with hope that God is not just with us, but in us. That during these difficult times, we are truly becoming the people that God has called us to be. That all of us are being an example of Christ in our community, serving those in need in any way we can. We may not be allowed to leave our homes or get within 2 meters of each other, but that does not stop us expressing our love for our fellow man and woman. Because love has no boundaries, and it can't overcome, and just like the light of Christ, love will never be extinguished. So, please keep caring for each other in any way you can, But if you do know of anyone that needs practical help or just a friendly voice on the end of a telephone line, please let us know by emailing us on support@allsaintsspringfield.org.uk. Thank you for watching this short weekly reflection, and God bless.